Hey, what's going on, guys? We should be able to start in just a moment. All right, we are kind of ready. I was apparently in the middle of a different game here with some Sword and Shield. Getting some shiny hunt stuff set up there for futureness of the channel. Starkiller, welcome. Glad you're here. I got a question for you. Which one of these am I opening? Left? Your left. Okay, bet. Don't lead me astray. Perhaps as soon as it lets me save the game, I can rip into that. See what we get. Of course, the hits will be in the one that I don't open, naturally. Oh my goodness, this is taking forever. This is why I stopped liking Sword and Shield, gonna be honest. Okay, we're gonna put that to the side for now. All right, I gotta turn the music down in my headset because it's super distracting. But we have a Pitch Black Mega Evolution set, Elite Trainer box. It has the Epic Zarude card in there. Actually quite like that one. This set doesn't seem to have a whole lot of hits, but we'll see if we can get lucky with something. Guess the first step would be actually getting into the box itself. You can tell it's been a long time since I've opened cards. Gosh dang. There, my cat can eat that plastic later. Got us our booklet. If I remember right, we got a Darkrai card and a Morpeko card, which is basically the two cards that we go for. I mean, I think that Gwen is pretty sought after for some reason, but we got the Gold Darkrai, the Morpeko, and this Darkrai, I think, are the main attractions here. Zeraora, kind of a cool card there, but don't know if there's going to be like a huge amount of people after them. But we will use this set to also officially start the Pokedex here on this channel. We'll be scrapping the one from the old channel and going for it on this one, I think. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to put all of these cards into the Pokedex right in this video, just because all of them will go in pretty easily since we're starting from scratch. Alright, we got some Darkrai themed sleeves, and that's actually going to be pretty cool because I use a Dark Fairy deck, so right now they're kind of in some Alakazam stuff. Okay, this one is horribly off center, so that's a huge bummer right off the bat. But that one would go into the Pokedex pretty easily. I might just have to open up another box to see if that Zarude card is as horribly off center, because it is very, very heavy on the left side. We got us a, I think that's a Darkrai. Is that a Darkrai? Yeah, Darkrai. Darkrai themed coin counter. No. Okay. All right, we got us 8 packs of Pitch Black. We got some Chandelier, some Excadrill, some Zeraora, more Zeraora, Chandelier, Excadrill. Oh, we got 9. Shoot, dang. How about that? Well, those are all shuffled. Put them off to the side here. And let's give her a rip, see what we get. So I haven't opened up any of these yet. Here is a nice fancy code for everybody if you do that sort of thing. I feel like it's 1. Haha, I did it right. All right. Psychic, Brioni, Cranidos, Volaby, got us a Litwick, Jet, Psychic Marshadow, Gwyn, Reverse Hollow Lampent, Reverse Hollow Fossil Quarry, and a Hollow Primarina. All right, next pack, we have Electric Energy, a pretty cool looking Inkay. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty dope. Bronzor, a Primeape, Trumbeak, a Lampent, another Fossil Quarry, Toucannon, Reverse Hollow Misty Vitality, Reverse Hollow Poplio, and a Hollow Sivali. These packs are actually opening up pretty easily. Got us a Psychic Energy, Type Null, Tropius, Goldeen, Nickit, Misty's Vitality, Palafin, Gladiant's Final Battle, a Reverse Hollow Palafin, a Reverse Hollow Armorogue, that's actually a pretty sick card, not gonna lie, and a Mega Chandelure EX. That one is not bad, not a bad pull. Not the great Chandelure, but we'll take it. Forgot where I put my stacks of cards. The EX cards actually look pretty dope so far. Basic Energy, Charjabug, Mabostiff, Finizen, Armor Fossil, Rust Syndicate Grunt, Toucannon, a Vikavolt, Reverse Hollow Primarina, Reverse Hollow Vikavolt, and a Hollow Koraidon. As if we needed more of those in our lives. We got us a Leaf Energy, Mandibuzz, Fomantis, a Mankey, Charcadet, Delmas, Syndicate Grunt, Heatran, Reverse Hollow Volaby, Reverse Hollow Thievul, and a Hollow Miraidon. Got us a Water Energy, Electrike, Sizzlipede, Jinx, Wailmer, Bronzong, Relicanth, Backtrack Badge, Reverse Hollow Grubbin, that's actually a good looking card, Reverse Hollow Heatran, and a Lurantis EX. Not getting great EX cards, but we're at least getting some EX cards. Not that I really need to put it in one of these But for now, it gets a home there. So far, not liking the hit odds with this set. That chandelier is pretty cool though. We got a dark energy, a poplio, skull fossil, a drillbur, bombardier, tremendous bomb, relicanth, a manetric, reverse pikapek, reverse seeking, and a hollow armor rogue. 2 packs left to see if we can actually get something that's pretty okay. Lightning energy, Trumbeak, Grubbin, Centiscorch, Skarmory, Seeking, Fossil Quarry, Sinistacha. Does anybody knows how to actually pronounce that? I am wondering. Sinistacha, Reverse Nickit, Reverse Primate, and Voltaic Energy. Hollow. Last pack. We got us a Fire Energy, Goldeen, Poltergeist, Mashif, Pikapek, Seeking, a Dark Bell, Banette, Reverse Hollow Delmas, Reverse Hollow Gwyn, and a Full Art Rampardos EX. That's not bad. That's okay. It's an SIR. At least I think it is. It doesn't got the gold stars, but it's 100 of 84. We at least got one full art. So I guess it's probably a full art, not a SIR. But yeah, not much for hits in those, unfortunately. But we will see if we can do better. I do have some singles as well as a blister pack to open at another point in time, as well as this if we get really desperate. We got a second one, so we'll see what that brings for us. But let's call it there and actually do some shiny hunting. Get my desk cleaned up here. I haven't seen that many Pokemon cards in years. It's an SR. Secret rare as opposed to a secret illustration rare. I lost my controller. How about that? Found it. All right. So, to answer the questions, no, I'm not scrapping the other channel. I'm scrapping the Pokedex I had going for the other channel. Like the the one I had going for the opening a card pack every single day for an entire year. I'm going to scrap that and start anew on this channel. And yes, Starkiller, you can, if I open up that other pack, you can totally buy that Zarude. I'm not entirely confident I want to, though, to open that other pack. But I guess it all depends on if I pull something good in those single blisters and stuff. Like, if I pull something that'll pay for the ETB, I'll definitely open it. But if I open those and don't get much out of them, I'll probably just sell the ETB as is. Oh, I know I want to open it. I just don't know if I want to open it, you know? Especially seems how, like, I went to GameStop today and they were letting me pre-order like one of everything for every single item that is listed in the 30th anniversary celebration. So, Starkiller, it may be worthwhile to go to your nearest GameStop and see if you can pre-order one of everything, or if they restrict you or what have you. But like, I had to drop like $400 on pre-orders today. Oh, when I got my cards graded, I went through GameStop's PSA grading thing. 2 out of 10 would not recommend. Yeah, I had to pay like 20% down or something like that, maybe, or 50. It was a lot. I'd have to double check. Oh, they charge way more than anyone else? Dang. I haven't had a problem with my GameStop upcharging stuff, but maybe I'll have to look at that. Like, if they're already upcharging, then I would probably just decline my pre-orders. Your GameStop sells ETBs at 140. Let's see. Do I still have that receipt hanging around here? Let me see if I can find that, because I am kind of curious as to what actually I got going on here. All right. Hey, Cord, welcome. Did I just switch streams? Absolutely, I did. All right. Yeah, I had to drop 50% on these. Well, they made it super hard to read. I think an ETB is the only one I didn't get. But I got the $400 thing, I guess. Got a binder, booster box, mini tin, a figurine of Celebi, or Celebrations, I guess. Yeah, their abbreviations are super stupid. Yeah, I got a booster bundle for sure. Got a single mini tin. A battle deck. Celebration figure collection, I think. And an ultra premium. I got a UPC, whatever the heck that is. Ultra premium SD something. We'll see if that's any good. Why does Nightbot hate all caps? It hates happiness first and foremost. But it just does. It doesn't like people yelling. Yeah. I just kind of pre-ordered it. Just cuz. I may delete said pre-order. It all depends. But really, I want the ETB. Honestly though, like, I'm not super for scalping by any means, but GameStop would let me pre-order 2 of everything. I would be so inclined to do so, to sell one of them, one of the sets, so that I could afford to buy an ETB at the aftermarket price that it's going to cost me to get the full collection. Yeah, also welcome, Wiss. You're seeing Spider-Man on Friday, but you have orientation on that day. I may also be seeing Spider-Man on Friday. So, Tails. Does Spider-Man tell MJ his real identity? And does she remember him at the end of the movie? And does Ned turn into Hobgoblin? Because the one person that remembers who Peter Parker is supposedly is the Hulk. Yeah, that's extremely unfortunate, Starkiller. That's just the worst. Well, I know you haven't seen it yet. I'm asking what you think is going to happen, not what you know is going to happen. I don't want spoilers. That would be silly. I'm just going off of a rumor I've heard that technically the Hulk doesn't count as an individual according to Doctor Strange's spell, and he was withdrawn inside Bruce Banner when the spell happened. So Bruce Banner forgot who Peter Parker was, but the Hulk seems to have not have. Or something vice versa to that. Think someone's dying? Hopefully not MJ. I think Ned has a very strong chance of turning into Hobgoblin. Hulk never met Spider-Man. Wouldn't have to meet him to know who he is. The idea is at some point he would have seen him on TV. Potentially. But Tom Holland did say that there's one person who knew he was Peter Parker. And Zendaya desperately tried to correct him. Think we're going symbiote Spider-Man route because death could be a theme and the symbiote story is Spider-Man dies, but the symbiote saves him? Could be. Could be. The reason why I'm inclined to say Hobgoblin is going to be the bad guy, and why I don't think symbiotes will be present, is the current trajectory of the MCU as a whole. I think this movie is going to be about Spider-Man hitting his stride. You know, he's out of high school. He's doing the more adult Peter Parker type stuff, going to college, all that. And from what I've seen of the trailer, his moves are a lot more practiced. Scorpion or Jean Grey? I vaguely know who Jean Grey is. Who is Scorpion? Scorpion sounds like a bad guy. The green metal suit. That would make sense. Brascoin's raking in the viewers, I guess. Apparently I have 16 people watching on that channel. Wait, I was supposed to be playing Sword and Shield? No, I wasn't. I started playing Sword and Shield because I was doing some prep work on that one for later on, getting them to basically the end game so I can go buck wild shiny hunting there. You say the symbiote route because of the piece of venom left in the bar at the end of No Way Home. That was the reference to Eddie, wasn't it? To the Venom movies. It's been so long since I've seen that. When did Spider-Man 4 actually come out? Has it yet to release? I feel like it was like last week. You love Sword and Shield? They're decent. I have a love-hate relationship with them. I think they look great. I just don't really much care for Hop. And text-driven story every time you enter a route. That was Venom in the 616 universe, which you don't think makes sense because there was no mention of Spider-Man in the Venom movies. I think Venom 100% is going to be in like the Secret Wars. I think he'll just come from another universe to participate. You haven't seen any of the movies since Iron Man 2? Man, there's some bangers in there, not gonna lie. They're pretty great. I love the MCU up until Endgame. Even some of the movies after Endgame are okay, but like it definitely took a negative turn. I have not seen the Fantastic Four movie. I should, but I haven't. I actually need to watch a lot of the MCU. I think I dipped out mainly when they started putting shows on Disney Plus. Like, I did watch Loki. I think Loki's fantastic. But I didn't see any of the Captain America, or not Captain America, Captain Marvel wannabe people, the Wonder Trio or whatever the crap they are. I haven't seen Thunderbolts. I haven't seen WandaVision. I haven't seen Winter Soldier, or not, yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier or anything like that. I got some catching up to do. It's not that I don't want to see them, it's just I I like owning the stuff, and it's kind of hard to own a show that was streamed only for a while and then was only released in tin form for a while. Didn't like the Marvels. Yeah. I think ultimately they just spread it too thin and tried to do too many movies to get characters introduced for later on. Like, I definitely could have dealt without the Eternals, but Shang-Chi was actually kind of cool. Oh yeah, the Iron Fist, Luke Cage. Um, I didn't watch those, but I did watch Daredevil, and that was fantastic. You know, a little bit of the Defender stuff, Defenders instead of Avengers. I think the last movie I really watched was Black Panther 2. Eternals went nowhere unless they're giving us Blade. What does Blade have to do with the Eternals? Did I miss something there? Like, Blade's the vampire slayer, isn't he? Starkiller, have you ever gotten around to playing your Spider-Man game? I would think not, since you've been playing other games. So at the end of Eternals, there's a post-credit scene where someone is opening up a case that has a sword in it, which is Blade's sword. You can hear him in the background. Okay. So, like, not the Eternals specifically that has a reference to him, just kind of like one of those post-credit scenes is more of what we're looking at. So, maybe you'd know, Tails. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is credited for the birth of the MCU. Not in that his Spider-Man is a part of the current MCU, that's not what I mean, but like, because of Spider-Man's success on the big screen, the other movies were able to come to fruition. So kind of a leader more than a part of. That being said, Blade was also in the mix there at the same time period. Did Blade come before Spider-Man? Don't know. Fair. I don't know, but apparently we got like 18 people watching. 20. That's pretty dope. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Apparently, Marvel movies is a semi-interesting topic of some kind. Or I just managed to hit the bot algorithm again, which is more likely the case. You guys remember that one time where I had like 80 viewers because like the people that were like falling asleep in the streams, and then it's just like they end, and so it auto pushes them to the next stream that's live? We had like 80 people in here and nobody was chatting. That was lit. I am fairly confident that is exactly what's happening tonight. Either that, or people saw that I was opening some pitch black and they felt bad for me that I didn't get any polls, and so they're hanging out so that YouTube can give us some ad revenue so that I can buy more card packs to try. Or all of the above can be contributing factors, honestly. You woke up right as I started streaming. Dude, that's not a good thing. Like, It's 3 in the morning for you, isn't it? Question is, did my stream going live ping you, and did that wake you up? Is that what woke you up? It's 2? Okay. Not much better, but it's a little better. I mean, not that you were going to be sleeping super soundly anyways. Maybe I can lull you back to sleep and you'll fall asleep with the stream running in the background somehow, like you normally do on a typical Tuesday night. I'm pretty good at that. Yes, it could be credited because Marvel is a big property and having a character as big as Spider-Man helped kick off the Marvel. Yeah. Yeah, like if the saying is if Spider-Man wasn't so successful, Iron Man never would have gotten done. Oh, gotcha, Starkiller. That actually makes sense. Happy to be here. Yeah, it's freaking hot out. Like it actually rained here, which cooled it down a little bit, but my kid's in swim lessons, so we've been up in the mountains at the swimming place every day this week and have to do it tomorrow and Friday as well. Vacation's been fun, but it hasn't been very vacation-y. Like when I think of vacation, I think sitting on my butt a little bit, playing some video games, making some YouTube videos, doing more adult things. Instead, it's more oriented around running kids ragged so that they aren't absolute hellions. Burning off that energy. Oh, it rained, then it got humid. That's disgusting. Iron Man could have been still popular because Marvel was sort of its own studio and Spider-Man was Sony. Well, yeah, like Iron Man could have been still popular, but the thing is that they wouldn't have done Iron Man if Spider-Man flopped. But because Spider-Man was good, they said, hey, we might be onto something here. Maybe we can do different movies aside from Batman. Like, I know they're completely different studios, but the Spider-Man movies actually came out in a weird time frame where superhero movies were kind of like, like you had Batman and Superman. And people were kind of Batmaned out after the George Clooney Batman fiasco, which I don't think was terrible by any means, but a lot of people like weren't fans. And then, you know, they did some Spider-Man, and then they rebooted Batman, and then rebooted Superman, and then they rebooted Batman again. And Marvel's just been doing different kinds of characters the entire time, so that's been kind of great. I have yet to see I don't think I've seen Batman versus Superman. I don't think I've seen the Justice League, if that is a movie. If it is, I haven't seen it. I don't. Is there a Ben Affleck standalone Batman, or did that just go straight into Batman versus Superman? I feel like Batfleck was just Batman versus Superman. And then I definitely haven't seen the Robert Pattinson Batman. You want to see Batman versus Superman, but you fell asleep as soon as the movie started and was a little sad because of that, and you never watched it on your own. It's actually pretty funny. I think it's a pretty normal occurrence to go and see a movie and fall asleep in the movie. At least once in your life. I know I've done it and I can't even remember what the movie was. I feel like I feel like it was something like Leatherheads or something. But like it had to have been a movie that I found somewhat interesting that I wanted to go see in theater. Like I highly doubt it was just I got a free ticket to this, I might as well go see it. But like I remember where I was and I remember what I was drinking. I had some sort of half Pepsi, half 7 Up drink that I concocted because I thought that that was a fantastic idea. And like, I fell asleep 10 minutes into the movie. And honestly, it was a phenomenal nap. But I did fall asleep during the movie. You tried to watch the newer Batman movies, Batman vs. Superman, and got bored watching it and never went back to try them again. Yeah. I know I haven't seen any of the Aquaman movies. And I don't remember if there is a Cyborg movie. I just wish that they would quit rebooting Batman and actually do more of a character development type. Like, you know, Christian Bale's Batman trilogy was, I liked it, but it was like was too fast paced and skipped too much, you know? Like I would have loved to see the introduction of some Robin characters moving into a Nightwing. Um, what I would have liked to see is more of kind of like what the Arrowverse did, but more in movie form. Because like I love the Arrowverse for the most part with the Arrow and the Flash. I mean, the Arrow kind of got pretty boring. The Flash is pretty cool, but like the crossovers that they did, introducing like the Supergirl and all those different shows. Some of the shows I didn't like, but they kind of had like their Justice League thing going on in the TV show format, and it was pretty grandiose. But like I would like to see it just more in movie form and come together as the Justice League to have some of those scenarios play out. They need to make one with Jensen Ackles as Batman. I think that that would be a phenomenal Batman, not gonna lie. Supernatural's part of the DC universe, isn't it? Technically. It was 10 years ago, you fell asleep and you woke up. You asked your mom if the movie was over and you just like, oh. That's actually pretty funny. You know, it would be hilarious if the movie I also went to go see was Batman vs. Superman, but I highly doubt it was. I think mine was some 1920s themed movie. It was a Batman and Robin, but we don't talk about that one. You talk about the George Clooney Batman. I think my favorite DC hero is Nightwing. If not, I do like Stephen Amell's Green Arrow. Yeah, the one with the weird bat suits. Yeah, the super latexy ones. Easily Flash Barry Allen. I just don't think DC heroes have a lot of pizzazz. I don't know why. I've always been a bigger Marvel fan. They seem to be more unique. Like, Marvel seems to be more genetically modified slash accidents happening to give superpowers, whereas DC seems to be more alien, 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 or artifact, giving them superpowers. Marvel, you like Deadpool and Wolverine? Yeah, those are pretty great. Yeah, I think they should have done the Justice League type thing with Henry Cavill and Christian Bale. Marvel is just left up to fate and people being there in the wrong place at the wrong time. Exactly. You like the Green Arrow from Smallville? I have never seen Smallville. I've seen bits and pieces of it, I should say. Oh yeah, I guess there is a new Superman movie I probably haven't seen. The one with the super scrawny looking guy. Smallville has like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, doesn't it? I mean, I couldn't say that he wouldn't be a great Superman either way. Like, I just think he doesn't really look like a Superman, but it's not a bad thing. I think it's just because like all of the Supermans we've had so far have had like a wider face, and this one's more narrow. It's just like, You think your favorite Spider-Man is easily Andrew Garfield because he really portrays Spider-Man well? I agree. I think we'll see Tom Holland shine in this new one. Not that he hasn't done well in the other ones. I think this one will be the difference. Um, because this is where he's no longer a scared kid Spider-Man. This is like, I think this is going to be more of he's in the zone type stuff. He's already had his mental break. Um, whereas Andrew Garfield portrayed the cocky Spider-Man just instinctively better, and then Tobey Maguire did a better Peter Parker. I'm hoping that in Tom Holland portrayed a better high school Peter Parker and Spider-Man than either of them combined. If that makes sense, like he had the high school kid aspect, but Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire had more of an adult version aspect. Yeah. I do love how all of the Spider-Mans got to come together for that movie. And you could see like, hey, they're kind of learning from each other, they're helping each other. Like, I think it's great. Like, Andrew Garfield is still probably my favorite Spider-Man, but Tom Holland might take it if he does this movie right. And that's not to say that I think Tobey Maguire was bad by any means. I just think there's a certain desire for the cockiness of the young Spider-Man, and he did it really well. Barely learned that Tom and Zendaya are now married, breaking the Spider-Man curse of dating on the screen love interest then going wrong. Yeah. Which is super funny, cause like there was an interview they had where they were told under no circumstances are you allowed to date your co-star in this movie. And they were like, about that, we kind of already are. I think it's crazy that, like, for the most part, when they entered when they entered the cinematic universe with their villains, they weren't bad guys, you know? Like, except for the Green Goblin, screw that guy. But for the most part, everybody was able to be, like, they just needed something fixed. Like, all of the villains that came over, they weren't inherently evil. They just had some stuff that they couldn't control very well. And I thought that was an interesting aspect. Exactly. Just wanted to be noticed. Got the curse of 1,000 electric eels. And then he just couldn't shut it off. Okay. We have 4 resets to get this. Surely the game isn't going to let me break 4K. Right. And same with Dr. Octavius, like he was genuinely trying to do something good for the world, and the experiment went wrong, and the tentacles grew a mind of their own and fused to his back and kind of used him as a puppet. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. Yet. I should, but I'm not. No, I'm just saying I don't think the game is gonna let me get to 4K before giving me the shiny. We're at 3,994 encounters thus far. And so far, I think I've only had like, what, one of these break 4K? Two. Diglett and Abra broke 4K. Snorlax almost broke 4K. Ooh, shot up to 40 people watching. Hello. I don't know what's going on, but solid. Starkiller, who did you pay to come watch the stream? Then again, it was these late night streams that I was getting those crazy amounts of views. So maybe we've come a year and we're back in that neck of the woods. We're back on that time frame, and we've officially broken 4,000 resets. Goodbye, Tails. Yeah, they did do pretty well back then. Hopefully my card pack videos I want to do get some traction here on this channel so that it can be more worthwhile. Get some extra subscribers coming on in to the Sludge Bomb Trainer channel. Get us to that 1,000 mark. Yeah, I mean, I figured you might have. Was it like 50 cents a viewer or what? Or are your raccoons holding them hostage and saying you will watch this? I think that's more likely. Your raccoons did most of the work. Yeah, the truth comes out. It always does. You gave them extra peanuts to intimidate people. I would be intimidated if a raccoon was just staring me down. What's even more likely is you probably just have like a raccoon data center where, you know, they have their snacks, and next to their snacks is a TV screen that has my streams on it, and it's all signed into a different device. So your raccoon army is probably the ones, all the viewers, which explains why there's no chatting going on. They're raccoons. They can't type English. That would be absurd. I mean, your raccoons probably stole these devices from people after intimidating them. That would explain, you know, the quantity needed to give the raccoon army screens to view. It's true, you have multiple TVs and phones set up on your deck for the raccoons to each watch on their own account. Exactly. What I don't understand is why that doesn't happen every night. I mean, it is a lot of work to set up, understandably. You're gonna make an account for each one of them now. That would be wild. You have a million baby raccoons, so it'll take a while. That's a lot of devices and a lot of juice needed to give them their own account each. But I mean, hey, if it helps me, you know, get to that 100,000 mark so I can get a plaque, like, I'm for it. That would be dope. Your raccoons will get to work. You haven't seen a possum in forever? Well, by the sounds of it, your raccoon army probably got too large and scared them all off. Your your parent raccoons are probably just, dragging their young to your front porch saying, "Okay, kids, for hunting and foraging, like this is where you can go to get at least one meal a day." We don't know how it happens. They're just food appears all the time. You always wonder what goes through their heads. They know you put the food out there because you refill it sometimes in front of them and toss them extra snacks. They're like, "Look, we got this human trained to give us snacks. It's a good gig. We just show up and they can't resist." You bet that's what they think. So I just noticed, Starkiller, because I'm streaming in multiple locations. There's 18 on the vertical for Sludge Bomb. There's like 30 on the vertical for Brass Coin. And there's 25 on the horizontal for Sludge Bomb. Collectively, there's like 60 people watching. and then some. You saw a lady of a video who fed her raccoons for like 8 years and her yard was filled with raccoons. Did she stop feeding them or something? Or they're like, oh no, that ain't right. Just keep spawning more and more and more. They wouldn't let her leave her house without feeding them, so she had to do something about it. Oh yeah, probably. Just put out full dishes of food for them like they're cats. It's a ton of people. You feel like late night streams attract adults for these other games? That and like, given the lack of chatting, like, there's a part of me that thinks that um, students in foreign countries like Japan and India and things that are trying to learn English just pop into the streams to listen to people speaking English in real time and things like that. Like, I feel like that's a valid leap, but I'm also more of the persuasion that people are just falling asleep and their phone is scrolling to the next video when the stream that they were watching ends. Like, that seems to be the most logical conclusion to me, given that it's not like active people. They're kind of just chilling. Yeah. I think they fell asleep watching YouTube and it just eventually moved them over here, because my wife does that all the time. She'll fall asleep watching YouTube, wake up in the middle of the night, shut it off. Just background noise to go to sleep to. I'm really good for background noise. If you guys need background noise, then do slap that subscribe button to keep me around. That way you can find the channel easier than next time you need some soothing sounds to fall asleep to. I mean, I know I definitely could stand to go to sleep right now, because I'm going to be able to have a late night stream Friday night, because the kids are staying the night at my parents' house that night, and so we'll be able to go watch a movie, come back, probably start a stream, and I don't have to go get the kids immediately in the morning, so like I can sleep a little bit. It'll be great. But I'm kind of hoping we find this shiny tonight. be ideal. Like, I know I haven't really been hunting the shiny too super long, realistically speaking, but it feels like a lot longer due to my hiatus that I took in the middle of this run. Yeah, sounds great. You don't work tomorrow since you finished the job today, but you work Saturday evening and Sunday. Oh, okay, that's why staying up super late's not super concerning today. It's all coming together. The brass coin channel just ticked up to 50. Sludge bomb at 20. And Sludge Bomb 2 at 24. We got 90 people watching collectively. Or 90 people sleeping collectively. I feel like the only reason why we're losing people watching occasionally is the phone is hitting that timeout of "Are you still watching?" It does help. It helps so much. I'll take it. Cause guess what? 25 people technically just watched for an hour over on Brascoin's channel. 50 people just watched for an hour. That's 50 hours right there. And goodness knows, I definitely need to keep up the watch time on Brascoin's channel. Your phone will fall asleep. We'll play the last 10 seconds of the stream over and over and over again. That's weird. Technology does some crazy stuff, though. Like, we're trying to put ITMs in at the credit union I work at, and each one of them has a different issue. It's the weirdest thing. Like, we had the test machine that we went through and did a bunch of testing of scenarios on, and it was working fine. We did a gold image, which means, like, hey, we've confirmed on the test machine this setup works. Let's do the pilot machine setup the same way and confirm it works. And then we open up all these other ones going down the line. We have like about 9 of them or so, and each one has some slightly different issues going on with it, and we're just like, let's just fix the one and push the updates to the rest and see if it fixes everything. It's crazy. So, what you doing with your day off tomorrow, Star Killer? Gonna play some Red Dead 2 some more. You gonna pick up Halo Combat Evolved for the PlayStation 5 just because you can? You're not a big fan of FPS? Haven't played since Halo 2? Well, this is Halo 1 re-evolved. You could pick up and not miss a thing. That's got to be the biggest, like, admission that you're leaving the console wars by saying, you know what? I'm making my games for your system now. Have at it. It's wild that Microsoft bought all of these game developers and just said, you know what? We're just not going to publish any games. And then they're like, you know what? Maybe we don't need a console either. We'll just release our games on other people's consoles. Is this game like those? Yeah, it's a remake of number one. Instead of just a upgrade. It is a full ground up remake of the game. From what I've heard. You can see Xbox going to streaming full time. Yeah, I think console wars is officially over. That makes sense. It takes me a certain kind of vibe to get into a first-person shooter mood. Kind of like I have to be in the mood for Assassin's Creed. And this vacation has not been that mood. Like I was saying earlier, typically I would judge a vacation on my ability to just sit down and play a game or do a stream or whatever I want to do. And like at the end of the day, I just do not have the energy to sit down and play a game. You know, other than this. Because this is something I can pretty mindlessly do. Like, I'm putting more effort into carrying on a conversation than I am into actually playing the game. You like games with stories or open worlds? Yes. It's amazing what some free time does to your ability in a game. Yeah, I'm also not the biggest online game player. Never have been. Like, I prefer couch co-op. Like, if your friend is royally cooking you, you just run interference with their controller. The biggest thing that ever annoyed me about some of the stuff that Microsoft did, uh, I love collecting achievements. I hate collecting trophies on the PlayStation. It's just not fun for me. There's just something different mentally about collecting a trophy versus collecting an achievement. And I do think it is just syntax and verbiage when it comes down to it. Like, my generation was the one where you got participation trophies. Um, and it always felt stupid. So like maybe that's part of the reason why playing PlayStation and you getting trophies is like, ew, stupid. But achievements, like yeah, I achieved something. I did a hard thing. Then you have games like Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood, where you have 98% of the achievements in a solo campaign. And then they just randomly put like 8% of the achievements as online multiplayer. And like they do something stupid like um, win 10 rounds of a game or win 10 of this kind of game in a row without a defeat. And it never failed. Like you would get 9 wins in a row for matches, and then that 10th match somebody would just come and body you and you'd have to start over again. You still love Call of Duty, but they've gotten so ridiculous there's no point in playing them. Yeah. We need some World at War level Call of Duty games back. Like it's all just Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Same crap. Nazi zombies. Play online. Whatever. It's like, what about the story? Do we got any good stories out of this? You love that you can collect trophies again? Oh, I wish that Nintendo, like Microsoft fully dabs out, like it would be my dream come true for Nintendo to pick up the achievement baton. Like all of the games Nintendo could do the best at implementing an achievement system. Their games are more kid friendly and oriented. Like, it would be a no-brainer. Red Dead Redemption 2 had a ton of online achievements from PS5 and Xbox Ones. Yeah, I mean it's stupid when your entire purpose is playing the game to experience the campaign, and then they just randomly throw online in there for no reason at all. It's dumb. Nintendo has the DK achievements now, but those are stupid. You start playing DK Bonanza again for them. They just randomly said here's some achievements for DK, but it's only like exists in that game. It's weird. You know, I don't know if I ever beat Bonanza. I don't think I did. No, I did. I did. I ended up rushing through the end. It's a limited time only, and you can only see them online. Interesting. So like other people can see them, I assume. Oh, apparently I already bought 2 Dratini's. My bad, my bad. Be limited time only for the achievements. Oh, so even after you get the achievements, they only show on your online for a limited time as well? That's kind of lame. Oh, they stay forever, but you can't get them anymore after they stop. Gotcha. I just want them to release Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire. That would be fantastic. So, what kind of things get you the achievements? What have some of them been? A full year of lame games. Full year of like no games. I feel like at this point, we really just need a Nintendo Switch 2 ambassador program, because we adopted the Switch 2 early and there just haven't been any games for it really. Just like, hey, our apologies for not having a stellar lineup at launch. Here's this to make it up to you. Would be great. One was from finishing the first DK Bonanza to get the first form and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. Like, did you have to start a new playthrough to do this? Yeah, you had to start a new game to get them. Lame. Hey team, we're getting reports that people say that our game has no replay value. What can we do to fix that? Let's add an achievement system to it after launch that makes it so people have to start a new save profile to play through the game a second time to have a chance at hitting and unlocking these achievements. Genius. My man. It's basically what they're doing. Yeah, the second time around, it's just break stuff. I mean, the first time around, it's break stuff anyways. But, you know. I want to end my stream for the night, but like at the same time, I'm kind of loving this level of free view time, and like I'm inclined to just vibe with it. Like, not that I need a large amount of view time these days, but like, it doesn't hurt to say have 100 watch hours just for kicks and giggles. But truth be told, my stream is doing such a good job at like keeping the masses asleep that it's low-key trying to put me to sleep. Like, I kind of zoned out pretty hard there for a second. I think more my issue is my kids are gonna be up at the butt crack of dawn in like 5 hours. It's like, I mean, at this point, I'm gonna be dead tired anyway, so YOLO. Whatever. I can have a 30-minute nap while my kids at swim lessons. Possibly, I don't know. I'm gonna go grab the remainder of my Mountain Dew. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's getting kind of late. It's like almost, I mean, it's 2 in the morning. I'm surprised I'm still up too, but like I said, I really want this shiny, and we got a good thing going tonight. And we're gonna try to run it back Friday. Energy drinks, if need be. Remember that one time where we did have like watching and I just let my stream run for 4 hours and I wasn't even streaming? I just left a message on the screen saying, hey, if you found this and you were asleep and you woke up to this, please subscribe. I wonder if I still have that. I don't appear to still have that. Unless it's under this one. Does not appear to. Looks like I don't even have the file anywhere. You've almost beat RDR2 again. Solid. So this is one of those games where canonically you die. Oh wait, no, it's right there. I do have it. I still have the image. I love it. I need to edit it because now we're trying to hit 1,000, but yeah, it wasn't a got rid of it. It was a I don't remember where I put this because I put it someplace stupid. I need to get my gaming chair back or something of the like. This chair, super annoying to sit in. I almost saved and ruined everything. Oh, they are fun but expensive. You are right about that. I think mine was like 170 bucks. But I got the insurance on it, and I also own a cat. So I cashed out the insurance for the damage with the claim, and they sent me the money for a new chair, and I just kept using my old chair. It was delightful. Yeah, moral of the story, free chair. Hey Starkiller, have you messed around with an app called Rips? I just sent you a DM link to it. So, our boy Hayden is epic popped onto my last stream, or one of my last streams, and I was like, hey, can you sign up for this and get me a free pack? So I did. I got a free pack too for signing up. And when I tell you, it's gambling, like point blank period. But because you're technically getting the option to get a physical item, they don't have to classify it as gambling because you always get something. So it's unregulated gambling, basically. But I was able to turn that free pack into like $30 in cash out on it through PayPal. Because the free pack that they give me, I was able to, sell the cards from that, buy more packs, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. And, I got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm going to use this and cash out. And then that's that. It was fantastic. Like, I firmly believe that anytime you start something like that, they are going to have increased odds for you to win to get you hooked before flipping it on you and saying, yeah, no, actually the odds suck, but now because you know you can win, you're going to try to win more. And there's an equilibrium to be had for that for sure, but I came out on top of it and then used that money to buy some Nintendo stocks. Yeah, this one actually didn't cost me any money. It cost me my cell phone number is basically it. And so I think the hiccup is to, like, I think to cash out you had to have $10 to cash out. But yeah, it was here's this free pack just for using this referral code, and yeah, I came out pretty on top of it. I thought it was great. And then I used like one of my other devices and my nephew's phone number to get another free pack, and I haven't done anything with it yet. Yeah, they have this thing where if you get a good card, you could pay some shipping to actually have that card sent to you. Like the cards that you're ripping actually do exist. So if you happen to get a good card, instead of selling it, you could pay to have it sent to you. Yeah, yeah, it's you only get like one card per pack opening, and each pack is $1. Um, but yeah, it's a digital card vault thing, but like the cards actually exist physically with the company. Yeah. So you can either sell it back to them, or you can pay shipping to have them send the card to you. Let's see. For some ratios. Wait. Weekly reward. They gonna give me a pack for free just for a weekly reward? Say what? Oh. How about that? So that's one I just pulled with a free pack. And it's like 480. So I sell that back. I could say I want to put it in the vault and then turn around and sell it. But yeah, that was actually really cool. I didn't know I got a weekly free pack. That's cool. So but I've opened 143 packs and I've put no money into it. It's been great. I am sure a lot of people get addicted to that type of stuff for sure. Which is probably why they can afford to say, here, have a free pack. Let's get you hooked. Oh yeah. Like 100% if I could, I would consider doing a rip and ship type of a thing. I would just have to find a way to make it like heavily transparent. Like I would have to have a lot more space and way more camera angles and just be like, hey, these packs are for sure sealed and they are not getting tampered with. Problem is you need to have packs to rip. Hey Ruben, welcome. And Cord's still hanging out, eh? I've officially streamed long enough that Ruben is waking up for work. I don't think that that's the case at all, but it could be. How you been, Ruben? I was telling Starkiller about some insane luck I had with that app Hayden was asking me to sign up for the other day. The Rips by Triumph. I just signed up for him to get him his free pack, and it gave me one too, and I turned that to like 30 bucks and cashed out. Glad to hear it, Ruben. I was in Boise Saturday and Sunday. Stopped by the Build-A-Bear in the mall there. Got the kid his very own Pikachu. Got some Krispy Kreme donuts. Got some red bean buns from an Asian market. What else did I do down there? I took my kid to that Sunrise Digger Zone because he loves construction equipment and he had a blast there. Well, Ruben, I can definitely vouch for it to a degree. It is seeming to be pretty great. I was able to sign up. It asks for my phone number so that it can be like, hey, you're a person. Then I think because you cash out, you have to upload an ID, but you can cash out to like a PayPal, so you don't have to give like any of your banking information. Heck yeah, I'd meet up. I am actually trying to swing it so that on the 27th of August, I'm driving down by myself, so I can go visit some family down there. But I think my work's gonna have me in a van with a group, and I'm trying to avoid that as hard as I can. I just have issues driving that long of a distance with somebody else as the driver, because like, hey, my attention's fully devoted to driving while I'm driving because I got kids to come home to. Other drivers may not, you know? So, like, if it's over a 2 hour long drive, I am really not very interested in being a passenger. Out of curiosity, Ruben, how many viewers does it show I have on the stream you're watching? Is it still hanging out at like 25? gonna be lurking while you finish this mission. Solid. I'll be here. Also lurking in the dark. Oh, I definitely get car sick. If I don't watch the road, I will be nauseous when I land. Shows 29. So I got 29 there, 28 in my vertical, and on the brass coin channel I have 60. There's like collectively 120 people watching right now. That's nuts. Cord, there are a lot of people there. It's just a matter of whether or not they're responding. So one of the images that I had put up on my channel forever ago was this. Don't worry, I am still live and here, but I am fully convinced that the number of viewers here is because they fell asleep doom scrolling or watching a stream and that streamer ended. So after a certain amount of time, it kicks you to the next stream in the line. And I think that's why I have so many viewers right now. Normally I would have ended the stream and gone to sleep by now, but like an hour of streaming with 60 viewers is 60 watch hours, and like watch hours are fantastic to have. So we're gonna let that just continue. And hopefully we find a shiny. I think we are 500 away. No. Yeah, 500 and some change, 516 encounters away from a run record. Like our current one is 46-48 for encounters. Is there anybody here? Does anybody hear me? Oh, we gained a subscriber. How about that? They must have seen my image, my sign that I put up. How you been, Cord? Looks like you have access to some channel emotes. Must have got given one of those gifted subs the other day. Actually, I should be able to give those out Friday. Well, no, Saturday. Yeah. Drawn some fan art, eh? Fan art's cool. What's the fandom you're drawing for? What's the art you're a fan of that you're drawing? Drawn a small creator. I am a small creator. Or streamer, whichever. Go for it. It's always fun to see what people's art styles are and whatnot. What's your what's your drawing style? Or um, you like, is this pen and paper style? Is this digital art? Your current shiny Charmander hunt timer forever, 1 month, 3 weeks, 5 days, 27 hours, because time works differently when you're in the shiny less zone. Yes, you are definitely in that era, Ruben. You're in the twilight zone of shiny hunting. Mostly traditional. I would say the coolest thing to have you do fan art of would be draw the next Sludge Bomb Trainer channel avatar. We always need that. I think because the one I currently have is something I used from my Brascoin channel, but I heavily edited. Like a Pokemon trainer. Let's see, I got something. It's a little bit of inspo here. Image. New. Browse. So that's one look we've had. This one was my very first avatar. I still have that shirt. Love that one. Let's see. You can see what I did with it for the Sludge Bomb Trainer channel though. Made it poison themed. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Actually, channel logo, this was the original channel logo. You can draw realistic. Yeah, go for it. Do what you want. Do I have a banner? Not for the Sludge Bomb Trainer channel. Definitely not for that one. That one, I just have some semblance of I threw something together. Smile and hit a pose. I don't really have a go-to pose. Smile. Perfect. Love it. Right on. Be cool to see what you turn up with. Help, I'm stepping into the twilight zone. Is this a madhouse? Feels like being gone. Gone too far. When the bullet meets the ball. Something like that. This song's such a bop. How's the smoke where I'm at? Oh my gosh, terrible. Actually, it's not too bad. Um, we happened to come into Boise like the day the fire was happening, it seems like, because like it was clear when we got there. And we're like, oh look, a smoke cloud off in the distance. That's crazy. And then we woke up the next morning to our car covered in ash. Like, what? That was crazy. And then it followed us home and then dissipated like the next day. It's not too bad right now. We did have some rain to help clear it up though, I think. You're in Hawaii County. You got the be ready alert for Silver City for like, hey, you might have to evacuate. Come to decide that the things that I tried were in my life just to get high on. When I sit alone, come get a little known, but I need more than myself this time. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe that we rely on. When I take it on, come get to play it on, all my life to sacrifice. Hey, oh, listen what I say. Oh, I got your hey, oh. Now listen what I say. Oh. When will I know that I really want to go to the well once more time to decide on? When it's killing me, what will I really see? All that I need to look inside. Come to believe that I better not leave before I get my chance to ride. When it's killing me, what do I really need? All that I need to look inside. Something like that. You don't have fires. You don't have fires in Toledo? That's good. That's California, isn't it? Listen what I say. Oh, come back and hey. Oh, look at what I say. Oh, the more I see, the less I know. The more I'd like to let it go. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder where it's so white as snow, privately divided by a world so undecided, and there's no where to go. In between the cover of another perfect wonder, and it's so white as snow, running through the field where all my tracks will be concealed, and there's no where to go. You think they issue the evacuation order for Silver City and it's 2.5 hours from here? Getting kind of sketchy. Do we know what started the fire? Because like this one hasn't been burning since the world's been turning, so somebody had to have started it. Been to the center were meant for a friend, all the channels that have broken down. Now you bring it up, I'm gonna bring it up just to hear you sing it out. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe that we rely on. When I lay it on, come get to play it on, all my life to sacrifice. Hey, oh, listen what I say, oh. And I got your hey, oh. Listen what I say, oh. The more I see, the less I know. The more I like to let it go. Hey, oh, whoa. Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder where it's so white as snow, privately divided by a world so undecided, and there's nowhere to go. Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder, and it's no white as snow, running through the field where all my tracks will be concealed, and it's nowhere to go. Unfortunately, the last part I can't sing deep enough to sing, so bummer, dude. I said, hey, hey, yeah, oh yeah, tell my love now, hey, hey, yeah, oh yeah, something like that. Should you talk more? Sure, go for it. I usually respond. Red Hot Chili Peppers Snow has like lived rent free in my brain for like the last 3 weeks. silly like a big playground when suddenly Batman burst from the shade, hit Godzilla with a back grenade. Godzilla got pissed and began to attack, but he didn't expect to be blocked by Shaq, who proceeded to open up a can of Shaq Fu when Aaron Carter came out of the blue, and he started beating up Shaquille O'Neal, and they both got flattened by the Batmobile. But before Rick could make it back to the Batcave, Abraham Lincoln popped out of his grave, took an AK-47 out from under his hat, and blew Batman away with a rat-a-tat. But he ran out of bullets, so he ran away, because Optimus Prime came to save the day. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions, as far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Godzilla took a bite out of Optimus Prime like Scruff McGruff took a bite out of crime, and then Shaq came back covered in a tire track, but Jackie Chan jumped out and landed on his back. Batman was injured and trying to get steady when Abraham Lincoln came back with a machete, but suddenly something caught his leg and he tripped. Indiana Jones took him out with his whip. Then he saw Godzilla sneaking up from behind, and he reached for his gun, which he just couldn't find, 'cause Batman stole it, and he shot and he missed, and Jackie Chan deflected it with his fist. Then he jumped in the air and did a somersault, while Abraham Lincoln tried to pole onto Optimus Prime, but they collided in the air, and they both got hit by a Care Bear stare. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions, as far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown. And the angels sing out in an immaculate chorus as down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris, who delivered a kick which could shatter bones into the crotch of Indiana Jones, who fell over on the ground, writhing in pain, as Batman changed back into Bruce Wayne. But Chuck saw through his clever disguise, and he crushed Batman's head in between his thighs. And then Gandalf the Great and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight and Benito Mussolini and the Blue Genie and Cowboy Kirk and John B. the Genie, Robocop, Superman. Oh wait. Robocop, Terminator, Captain Kirk, Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single Power Ranger, Bill S. Preston, Theodore, Logan, Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hope, and all came out of nowhere, landing fast, and they kicked Chuck Norris and his cowboy. It was the bloodiest battle that the world ever saw, with civilians looking on in total awe. The fight raged on for a century, many lives were claimed, but eventually the champion stood. The rest saw the better, Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions, as far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. It's kind of an actual song, Star Killer. It's a YouTube video from like the 2006 good old days of YouTube. The ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Didn't find a cause for the fire, but as of yesterday, it's up to 300,000 acres and only 7% contained. Oh my gosh. That's some craziness. The ignition date is right around the same time you were having a few thunderstorms. It's just crazy how big those fires can get when it's this hot out. I don't know what my last shiny was supposed to be, but after doing this, I don't think it's going to be Lapras. I think I would like to try my luck for a random encounter shiny Pokemon. Dry grass, warm wind, bad combo. Yes. 100% agree. Pokemon needs to drop new games? Absolutely they do. Even new old games would be fantastic. I still have my sneaking suspicion that we're going to get a remake of Pokemon Coliseum. But I think, didn't they finally release that on Nintendo Network? Alright, team. You can do without a Pokemon game where it's nothing but constant battles. As I get ready to sign off here, should I continue to abuse the system and just switch my stream to idle? Always abuse the system. Hot take, Pokemon Black and White should be next ones for Switch. I full agree. Big agree. Black and White need a remake. and it needs to be something where you can like choose pathways. So it needs to be a remake in which you play through Black and White 1 and 2. So it's got to follow 2, where Charon is already a gym leader, but and have you be the main character, but have you like do the same things that you would have done in the first one, if that makes sense. All right, well, 3 people in favor of abusing the system. I like it. So we'll get to 4,200 and then I will be like, peace out. We'll leave it on and see where we get to with the watch hours. It's not like my kid's not gonna have me up in 4 hours anyways. I can just say, hey, I had to take a nap. And you know what? People do streams where they're sleeping all the time. Like, hey, do a super chat to wake me up with a thing. But seriously though, if anybody here is not asleep and you don't want to lose a channel, slap that subscribe button. It's super helpful. We're trying to get to 1,000. True supporters stay, abuse it. The reality of this anomaly is just barely hitting Ruben. Yeah, random 2:30 in the morning wake up call. I'm streaming. And I'm gonna try to do the same thing Friday night into Saturday, Ruben. Um, Kiddos are at the grandparents that night, so might have a good stream that night. Oh, right on, Cord, right on. I mean, I am also a small creator. I would classify my channel as small. Very small. You're gonna go though? We'll catch you later, Cord. Catch you on the flippity flip. There are 100 raccoons on your deck. I challenge you to kidnap one of them. Raccoons. Raccoon nap one of them raccoons. Just gotta leave your door open. Some peanut butter like 5-10 feet inside the doorway, and just when it comes in, shut the door behind it. Deal with rounding it up in the house later. Do you wish they would let you pick them up? I'm telling you, man. I would have one caught in a matter of a day. I would figure it out. But that's just the farm kid in me. Doing it without getting bit, though, I think is going to be my challenge. That's true. You know, gotta keep up appearances and have them revere you as their deity. All right. That is going to do it for, you know, the actual me presentation of the stream. Now, we will have just a transition into this. We'll do this. And have some nice Game Chop music going on in the background. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will probably see you sometime tomorrow night.